The gentlelady yields back. We'll now conclude with myself and the ranking member on closing remarks. I do want to go back to allegations made by one of our members that that President Biden knew or could confirm that the collapse of the Afghan government and the subsequent takeover by the Taliban was inevitable. I just want to push back on that statement with the facts. Number one, we have had multiple hearings at this subcommittee, beginning with the special envoy for Afghan negotiations with the Taliban under the Trump administration. Zalmay Khalilzad came here, sat at that table, representing the Trump administration in those negotiations, and reaffirmed that a Taliban takeover was not inevitable. He came back afterwards when he became the representative for the Biden administration, and again on the ground in the meetings, able to make an on-the-ground assessment himself. And at that second hearing that he appeared before this subcommittee, now representing the Biden administration, said that a Taliban takeover was not inevitable. We had the Afghan Study Group come before us, led by an esteemed Republican senator, Senator Kelly Ayotte, also with General Joe Dunford, former head of the Joint Chiefs, and Nancy Lindbergh from the Afghan Study Group. They did not say that the takeover by the Taliban was inevitable. We had President Ashraf Ghani's defense minister come here to the Capitol. I personally, with the group, met with him, and he assured us, the defense minister of Afghanistan said, a Taliban takeover is not inevitable. We sat down with Ashraf Ghani, the president of Afghanistan, with Speaker Pelosi and Republican leadership. He assured us that a Taliban takeover in Afghanistan was not inevitable. I met with a larger group, Republican and Democrat, at the Munich Security Conference with the Trump negotiating team, the team that was negotiating with the Taliban over the U.S. withdrawal. And they assured us that a Taliban takeover was not inevitable. So all of that evidence from people who were directly involved with the negotiations and had personal experience and information from their own involvement in that process assured us multiple times, over and over again, that a Taliban takeover was not inevitable as a result of the Trump agreement to withdraw. So those are the facts, and I'm compelled to defend the President's actions here and his position with trying to follow a fact-based response to the situation in Afghanistan. With that, I yield to my colleague for any closing remarks.